Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today is another LEGO weekly news update. A lot of little things have happened in the world of LEGO this week. I've left links in the description below to everything I'm talking about and more. And before we jump into the lead stories of the week, first I do want to say that we have been posting a little bit more on our community tab, specifically some polls. YouTube's been promoting these recently, and it's also just a fun way to engage with you guys. So I'll finish this week's episode off with some polling info that you guys have contributed in the last couple of weeks, and I think I'm gonna try to make it a regular thing for these weekly videos. Before we jump into the news, the Iowa class battleship built at 1/200 scale from the designer Chuck has finally been launched officially. It's been on pre-sale for the past few weeks, but both the Iowa or the Missouri version of the Iowa class battleship is 100% ready. It's an absolutely amazing model with a huge amount of details. It's, I think, the longest creation we've ever made, and it's been amazing building some of these World War II Navy ships. Full video is out and linked if you want to check that out. Also, this update didn't get a video because it's just so close externally in terms of looks, but the minifigure scale Viper Mark II has had an impressive amount of redesign. It's really a much more efficient and stronger model. And okay, now with all that stuff out of the way, let's check out some of these top stories. There was a recent interview with the designer for the UCS Rep Gunship. So far we know it's going to be around 50 to 55 centimeters long, and the windscreens will be made of 10 by 4 by 3 cockpit elements, which I think are new molds. So it certainly piqued our interest and the interest of many expectant Star Wars fans. I think this is going to be coming around towards the end of this year. Not confirmed though. LEGOLAND California will be reopening April 1st. They have a little blurb on their website if you want more information on that. Now here's the actual big story. There's an official list of projects that are being considered for the Bricklink designer program. They're technically now in the pre-production stage, so all 31 of these sets that I'm scrolling through right now have not all been officially accepted, but are being tested right now on how valid or easy it would be to create in real life. From then there's going to be a lot of sourcing and then also pre-orders, and then the actual production and sending out of these sets will begin sometime around September, but probably go on a bit later than that. I've left links if you want to start voting and choosing on the sets that you would personally want to get. There's a ton of amazing projects listed here. I'm curious to know which ones you guys would think work the best or which ones you want the most. JK Brickworks' Pursuit of Flight is one of my personal favorites. I also think that modular construction site from Ryan Taggart is also a very, very good model to fit into a city. The Anatomini from Stephonics is always going to be one of my personal favorite ideas submissions. But once again, I'm curious to know which ones you think should get approved and turned into the Bricklink designer sets. Now recently there have been a lot of rumors and also tons and tons of leaks for different themes like Marvel and stuff like that. We don't choose to cover leaks directly here at BrickVault, but there are links to Alan Tran's The Brick Fan articles on the Marvel superheroes rumors plus Harry Potter rumors, and also Brickset wrote a little blurb about facts or rumors as well, which outlines pretty well why some LEGO media groups choose to rumor it up and leak it up while others stay away. But I have been getting questions from you guys recently about it, so anyways, I think that article from Brickset is probably a pretty good place to start. I believe the name of this image is a menage a trois? Let's jump straight into ideas now. Only 2 new sets got 10,000 votes of support. That's a kind of low number recently with the way people have been engaging with that platform. The first one here is from Samuel Ho, and it is Violin. That's the simple name. It is a 1:1 scale violin. It's absolutely amazingly detailed. This whole model is built IRL, so there aren't any strange digital connections that will have to be tested physically later down the line. This actually does look like a pretty complete model already, and it certainly registers to me as a real looking violin from any small distance. The second one is a working bowling alley with functional pin setter and ball return by Lego Paradise. Made a little video to demonstrate how the whole thing works, and it's a pretty impressive little contraption. Congratulations to both designers for getting those 10,000 votes. And now let's start off by recapping some of the LEGO community polling stuff, starting off from a couple weeks back. Thoughts on the LEGO video theme? 7%, it's really fun. I don't know what it is, 36%. And really, TikTok for LEGO is, over 50%. Remember, this is a theme meant for a pretty young generation. I have a feeling some of the viewers here are a little bit older, so I wouldn't take this poll as any type of prophecy of people not really liking video. If you go into the comments, everybody really loves the minifigures. The best way to separate 2x2 plates is the power of the dark side. No further explanation required, but fun anecdote, I did in fact chip one of my front teeth trying to separate bricks when I was a kid. This would you rather was pretty diabolical. Never be able to buy a set ever again, or throw all your sets away and only be able to buy future sets. I couldn't imagine having to answer this personally, but I do think it is interesting that the majority chose to never buy a new set again. This one was pretty much a layup. Most of you would just run in the rain to get that UCS Gunship if you had the option. From someone who stayed up all night outside of a LEGO store for the Falcon, I can tell you I'm very much in the majority for this one. This last one's a little bit weird. Should there be a UCS line for every LEGO theme? Most seem to agree. In general, I think what this represents is that most people would like to see the UCS line expanded to at least some more themes. Alright, this was 2 weeks worth. It'll be a little bit shorter the next time I do a weekly news update. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoy our content, you can always like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever it is that you want to do. And we'll see you next time at BrickVault.